They can go to their friends, commercial farmers, ask them to first wipe out the maize from the farmers, then later on come and say, and our farmers will be desperate, they will have no option but to offload. Right. This is the government right to Mokuriapo. So the government just also boy.
What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to JQ. Millennium.
Okay, so you basically have asked me to I'll answer that question in two folds. Number one, towards Seka, because the UPND government is acting like a typical Congolese. This is the government that is used in telling lies, that has made it very easy to think they can just tell Zambians anything and Zambians will believe. This is the government that came with a formula on how they are going to subtract a 5 kwacha from the 17 kwacha that we are buying fuel at, so that we can be buying fuel at 12 kwacha. Today, we are buying fuel at 34 kwacha. This is the government that came with a graph that was going to tell us to improve our well-being. Today, it is worse than ever. This is the government that told us that the load shedding you're experiencing is because of the water levels in Kariba. Today, they have just given us new timetables which are worse than even before. Now, this is the government that gave us a screaming headline in one of the newspaper tabloids to say the growth of our economy can only be seen by economists. And today, this is the same government now that has come to tell us through the government institutions that they've, politicized to say we should expect this and that and that. And we expect Zambians to be that gullible to believe what this government is saying. Trust me, Ike, months will come by, the price of milk will be the same. Why? Because the production cost of milk, they've not attended to it. If you were to ask me about what is CF's vision in the agriculture sector, first of all, I would tell you for free that for us to have a proper agriculture sector, we need to make farming a business. And CF will make farming a business. And if you make farming a business, then farming will become attractive. And if it becomes attractive, the agriculture sector will grow. And if the agriculture sector grows, then there will be enough productivity.
You speak like President Akande Shema when he was in the opposition. He also assured Zambians that vote for your fellow farmer. Once I come in, we shall turn or make agriculture into a business. Proceed.
So yeah, so here is how CF would definitely look at the agriculture sector by making it attractive. First of all, like my colleague has said, there is need to increase the number of agriculture extension officers. After that, there is need for the government to create financial linkages between the farmers and financial institutions. The government is supposed to be the middle person or the middleman to help our farmers access loans easily. And if the government is there to give assurance to our farmers that they can access loans, a lot of people will venture into farming. And if a lot of people venture into farming and are able to access those loans, we will see an increase in the production of maize. All right? Secondly, there is need for government to ensure that our farmers undergo what is called financial literacy. They should be able to understand on how to save their money that comes from the agricultural produce. We don't want a situation where Thirdly, there is need for the government to ensure that our farmers are well guided in terms of crop failure management, so that our farmers are able to learn how to produce their maize and how to counter crop failure that can be caused by the so-called drought that my friend is crying for there, when we have seen worse things before, and Zambia, the life continued in Zambia. So this is a segment that this government has ignored. Today, this government is telling us that, expect a bumper harvest and whatnot and whatnot. The reason why FRA today is definitely dilly-dallying in announcing that they can go to their friends, commercial farmers, ask them to first wipe out the maize from the farmers, then later on come and say, and our farmers will be desperate, they will have no option but to offload. Right. This is the government right to so the government just also boy.
All right. Yeah. All right, thank you so much. Now we get into another segment where we look at the state of the health sector in Zambia. I will be able to give each one of them at least 2 minutes as we move on, gentlemen, as quick as possible. Mr. Gilbert Liswaniso, the national chairperson or national youth chairperson of the UPND, you've been in power for the last 4 years, and you did pledge to transform or improve the health sector of this country. 4 years down the line, you seem to be presiding over a sick health sector which is supposed to be health. We've seen the corruption levels, allegations leveled against the Ministry of Health, and with new revelations being reviewed or exposed by the U.S. ambassador to Zambia, Mr. Michael Gonzalez, who was, of course, described your government, or rather accused your government that you are harboring thieves who are stealing medical drugs. What is your position? Are you among the thieves in government?
Let me answer in this way. Before I even answer your question, I come back to the 3 colleagues first. I'll answer that one in 1 minute. When you talk about first agriculture empowering the farmers, you saw it last year. The same loans, land to kuminzi, osiba endaba, soft loans in the achani. That's why we're expecting about what Papa harvest this year. Ni maloni. Ambili wanatenga through banks, Access Bank, NatSave, okay? Indo Bank, Zanaco. Even now, when we talk about irrigation, you have heard when the kind of telling that we need to go irrigation, because in a year you can harvest how many times? 3 times. We are coming up at Chibomba, when I can go to a message of PF, Mwebana Penny Muyamba, and I PF to cause, and even Jongoazi, even this man knows. So to cause a record, Mudara what to Nyanko what, we know it was a PF controlling. But
where are you getting these records?
That is a fact.
These are false accusations, false allegations.
We can't prove that.
From where I stand, Dr. Fred Membe has been a journalist of this country, a veteran for that matter. Even today remains a journalist, despite him being into active politics.
But I'm telling you, me as a politician, me I was a member of a PF. Are you getting the point? So I'm giving this information. Was calling shots. So history is very good because to build you, then you are able to know what politics is. SAF, loans passiva. But Akanda has gone to the chiefs all over this country asking for a land, giving to the young people. Irrigation. He has appealed to all of us. Let's go to my bank. Or even today I can tell you, people are getting loans in my banks. To go where? Kwenda kulima. We are not going to deal. I've already said, these are not events, these are process. UPND believes in purpose. We are building a foundation. We are building a foundation that chokude chinkare manyumba mwato. We need to agree as a nation that agriculture tinasila bantu bangono. All of us now we just stand up kwenda gula unga. But why is today unga cheaper? It's because vambili valima. Aliens gaisela. You heard Mamilas today, if you can ask Mamilas Gambati, Panswagula ungamanya. Why? Banali Mavambiri. That's the way of empowering the citizen at the end of the day. And I've told you here, going forward as a party in government, cash for work, we have said now. Alias Aina Munda, this season, I end the Munda.
But also remember what my question is.
I'm coming to your question.
Do not waste much of your time talking about
it is very important to tell my colleague to say that whatever you have said here, government is doing it.
Right.
Only Mahaziva kuti natenga loan.
Right.
To empower me to go there. Only Mahaziva kuti natenga irrigation loan again. Under SAF. These things are happening. That's why Anzanga never pempa bakazenga na mumienzi. When you are Mosankachi Munumosa. Right. And it's encouraging. We have heard even here slay queens. Alima kwa Mungu. Nakachi bombo kwa mena choka bruru wangawe. Now, in terms of health, today I want to tell you this, that let's go in all the rural parts in this country. Is there any shortage of medicine? The answer is no. There's no shortage of medicine. It's there. Through ZAMSA, they are giving wherever you go. I'm just saying the truth here. But the question is, are people stealing? The stealing is there. Are we dealing with the stealing? Yes, we are dealing with the stealing now. Okay? Because at the culture, the 10 years of PF, stealing it is in the minds of Zambian people. Not only in
Thanks
health,
for tuning
but
in to JQ News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on tech, politics, and everything in between. Until next time, stay cool.